My third question for you will be, what secret can you share with the student to improve their writing and grammar scores?
Writing and grammar. The heading of those three sections of the test is simply writing. Grammar serves writing. But unfortunately, and we could discourse upon this subject at some length, the public schools generally have decided about, I would say, 25 or 30 years ago, to cease the instruction of grammar in the high school curriculum, actually after the 8th grade. That's it. And so if you're a bright young student in a school system somewhere, and this applies across the country, frankly, and you discover when you get into 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, hey, we don't have to do that grammar stuff anymore. So your conclusion, and again, quite understandable, however wrong, is that grammar doesn't matter, that it's not really that important, that that was stuff we learned when we were kids, and now we're almost grown-ups and we don't really need to know grammar. This unfortunate tendency is accentuated by the fact that a great many teachers, even English teachers, let alone teachers of history and the other arts, don't emphasize grammar themselves, so it has virtually vanished from the instructional landscape. Therefore, it comes as a nasty shock to many unprepared students when suddenly they are confronted with a total of 49 grammar questions on the SAT. How are they going to deal with this? They forgot all of that. Well, I remind the students in our classes, whether in the summer or else some other time during the year, that no, grammar isn't going to go away. You need to remember what you learned. So a large part of what we're doing is digging back into the archives and remembering what is a preterite, what is a gerund, what is a prepositional phrase, and so on. So we give proper names to these little factoids of grammar as we go forward, and of course I communicate certain steps that are necessary to untangle grammatical challenges of one kind and another, the assumption being that once you have the mechanics straight, your own writing will not suffer from that sort of deficiency. Now, as to the essay, which is a required part of the SAT these days, it's a 25-minute essay. Students need to learn how to read with their ears, how to write with a sense of sound, how to hear what they're putting down on the paper. That can be taught. That can be taught. It's something they need to be conscious of, and if it doesn't sound right, it probably isn't. So call your other senses into the mix, and instead of just reading what you're writing and producing this language silently. So that's an important part of overall, and the score goes up to 12. Very few students will ever attain a 12. That's 2 perfect 6s by their 2 graders. But a double-digit score should be every student's objective who is seriously interested in attending a quality institution of higher learning.